the day after the general election, and I've been at the count all night and at the district election count all day, and it's been a really disappointing night for the Liberal Democrats and for me. Unfortunately, we haven't really mounted the challenge we wanted to, and we've lost a huge amount of great MPs and district councillors. So very disappointed. Congratulations to the Conservatives and of course the SNP who've done so well. But we ask ourselves why that has happened, and I think unfortunately it feels like the electorate here in Oxfordshire has looked at the economy and said, well, our best opportunity to get the stability we want is with a Conservative majority, and the risks around a Liberal Democrat vote, which may involve a coalition with other parties and particularly with the SNP or Labour, has been too much, and therefore people have tended to go back to the Conservatives, and that's delivered them this thumping result and this majority. So that's disappointing. We haven't really managed to get our message across about our centre ground approach that has been really effective. But I think we are, and I am, very proud of the campaign that we fought on the real decent liberal values that we hold: stability, unity, tolerance, open-mindedness, the things that Liberals believe in, and all that. The manifesto that we produced I thought was excellent. I've tried to make the campaign interesting in Wantage, the cycle trip around the constituency, the public meetings that I've held and the hustings. So I've really tried to make that Liberal Democrat offer as open and as accessible as possible. In Farringdon, unfortunately, I didn't win the district seats, and that means that we will continue with the planning system and situation that we have in this area, which will result in a lot of extra building in the next few years, we think, if the local plan is accepted, of course, which it may not be. But there won't be any change there, and the reform that I was suggesting and that we were proposing will not be taken up. So we shall have to see how that plays out. On a national level, a Conservative majority will mean a lot of cuts. It will also mean potentially this strange combination that the Conservatives offered of huge public sector investment as well as tax cuts, as well as cutting the deficit. And really, we wait to see how the credible plans to achieve that stack up. An EU referendum is likely now, and we will fight to stay in, of course, but I do worry about the impact that will have on this country in terms of dividing people and making this very technical decision a real cliff edge issue, jeopardising investment. But that's the government that the UK has chosen. It's a more right-wing government than a government that was rooted in the centre ground by the Liberal Democrats. But we accept that choice, we move forward, we choose a new leader, and we get on with it. Those values I talked about, we will continue to fight for. So I think there's an exciting challenge for us ahead, and I'm up for that challenge. I want to say thank you to my family, who've been a wonderful support, Kate and Elsa. They've really done everything to make my life easier as I tried to campaign in this election in my spare time with work and everything else. My employer, who's been very sympathetic. My agent, who has been a wonderful guide to everything that's happening in this election and took me around the constituency yesterday in a wonderful style. So thank you, Simon. And to all the supporters who've come out to vote for me, and friends who've come forward and supported me and sent me messages, and everyone who's been in touch, thank you so much. It's been a great inspiration to me, and I'm really, really energised by this campaign. We move on. If you want to get involved, do get in touch. There will be more. There will be more elections, and there will be time for us to come back now. And if you think that this right-wing government is the sort of government that you want to get rid of, then join me, join the Liberal Democrats, and let's see if we can do something about it next time. Thank you very much.